Great. Okay. Lynette, item 14. Rapanui Shagrock. So this one is. Do you want to? I mean, a 15-second explanation. Well, everyone will take
Really quick
read.
explanation. Yeah. It's a drawdown from the. This is a requested drawdown for the final charges that have been worked through in the final completion of this contract. A requested drawdown from the contingency that was set.
Oh, you're happy to? I thought you had a question. Melanie's happy to move. Do you have a question? Is someone going to happy to second? You're happy to second it. Phil will second it. Question.
Lynette, so this is a contingency that's left over.
This is the contingency that was set as part of the shovel-ready agreement. So when we set the shovel-ready projects up, there was a contingency against every project, and the agreement was if we wanted to draw that down, we had to come and ask we had to do this.
Yeah, I'm just surprised it's such a small number that you're asking us for. I'm not saying they should be charged more.
We're only asking for what we need.
Yeah, so is there more contingency left in this job?
No, there isn't.
No, it's the last of it.
So that's using it all up?
Yeah, it only had a reasonably small contingency over it anyway.
Okay, and so what was the total number for a start? Do you know off the top of your head?
Total project number?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rapanui Shagrock Section 3, 7.8 million.
7.8? Okay, and have we used any, sorry, is this all the contingency there was, or have we used more contingency and this is just the last of it?
This is just the last of it.
So how much was the contingency?
Was about 10% in total for Rapanui 3.
700 grand sort of thing. Okay. Yeah, good question. A good answer. Why you come to such a small amount? One of the things that is in there that is 145 grand for extra planting. What is that for? Can we put more plants in, or maintenance of plants?
Can I just suggest that we talk through what the reasons for the additional, the costs are that we've come through in a holistic way, and then if we get this, hopefully that'll cover the question. Yeah. Can you talk to why we need the extra money?
Yep. So just as a matter of background, Rapanui 3 is the last section of the suite of projects, including Rapanui 1, which is essentially from town right down to the Ferrymead Bridge. So Rapanui 3 is the last section of that. So going to the detail in terms of the variation kind of breakdown, it's probably a suite of reasons, but the top three would be it was an elongated start on site where the contractor back in January 2001 had about a 4 months delay in terms of starting on site due to COVID-19 within their project management team that essentially delayed the start, and what that did was a series of knock-on effects on temporary management, the construction methodology. Second one is probably we are working along the estuary edge, so there were poor ground condition in terms of soft ground. And contaminated materials. That was a sizable variation in terms of, yes, we did do quite early works in terms of investigation, potholing, etc. But the quantum of contaminated materials was far different than what was allowed for in the contract. And the third one was relates to a change in the electrical route of where the cable are, and that's for the two signalized intersections where we had to do some new electrical power to the location. Orion's, we did some again very early investigation work, but the route changed when we arrived on site.
Okay, and did we have extra planting in what we did as well?
Yeah, and we've got to remember Rapanui 3 was through the Charlesworth Reserve, which is obviously an ecological sensitive area. We work in conjunction with the parks team, whereby the pathway needs to be screened away from the roosting birds. So that was extra and over.
So the whole job was 7 odd million, and roughly speaking, the contingency was 10%, 700,000.
Yep.
All of that, the whole lot is all shovel-ready money. None of it has come from us.
That's all shovel-ready money.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, no, the contingency comes from us, sorry. The contingency is ours, is our money. And
Okay.
just to clarify, the cost to implement for this project was 9 million.
Oh,
The
not
project's 9 million, the contract was 7 million.
Right, okay. And do the project managers, are they I don't know how to say it, VLOS or VOS or?
They're the designers,
Yeah,
our
designers,
consultants.
Yeah, and they're the project managers as well? Or
No,
just,
this is the project manager, sorry, Adrian.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, thank you.
So just one to clarify from me, just around, because that point around, I think Leah's just highlighted it for you.
Yep.
Just in terms of the comments about the contingency, so can you just clarify, is it 10% or is it the 399 that we're asking today? Have we?
399 that we're asking today.
Yeah. So the other 200 odd goes back into the contingency pot.
It was already part of it.
So is it just the way that's written?
I think it's the way that that's written. So the total cost to implement includes the 399 that we're asking to bring down today. So the 9 million includes the 399 that we're asking to draw down today, because that is a cost to the contract.
The way it's written.
I think it's the way it's written.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So just one more, sorry.
Yep. No, that's fine.
So the number that, I thought it was 7, but you said it's 9, Lynette, was it?
The
Sorry?
contract was 7.8.
Sorry?
The contract was
Yeah.
the contract was 7.8.
Yeah.
The total cost to implement the project was 9.3.
Right, okay. No, thank you.
Well, that's with all the other costs that we have to pay for.
Yanni.
Thank you. I'm just trying to understand, how do we, I mean, this basically, do you know what the distance is of this stage? Because I'm just trying to work out what the
total kilometres for Rapanui 1, 2, and 3 is
just for
Stage
for
three.
3 is about Rapanui 3 is about 7.4
No,
from
from
Linwood Canal to
from
Tidal
oh,
Valley.
right. So
That'd be a lot
from
less.
Linwood Canal to Ferrymead Bridge is about 2.9.
Right. I'm just wondering, like, how do we benchmark the cost of doing these MCRs? Because, I mean, $8 million or $9 million.
We can probably do that in the next one.
Yep. I
Right.
suggest we do.
So I'm
cover
just
that in
keen.
the next
We'll
one.
just if we just focus on this
But
300.
in terms of the contingency, like, I'm just struggling to understand, if we commit this money, this is money that we already have on budget, but we can't just end up with the exact amount of contingency that we've got on budget. So is there money left over, or is there money that we're taking from somewhere else? I don't get.
Yeah. So this 399 is coming. The money is coming from the Rapanui Shagrock program level. So the suite of program is broken down to 3 sections of Rapanui 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, cool.
This contingency that we're asking for is within that suite of Rapanui program of works.
Right. So how much contingency is left once we spend this in that program?
Yeah, there's a tiny amount left in the program after that. A few $1,000s, I think. There's a tiny amount left. I can't tell you what the exact amount is right off the top of my head.
All right. So
The
I'm
program
just
had
conscious.
an amount. This is the
So we've got
assessment of the.
Oh, you can do it if you like.
Okay. And will we get a closeout report when this is done, just to look at why we've had the cost increases? Okay, thanks.
Great. So we've got a mover and a seconder. All in favour? Any discussion? All in favour?
Right.
Against? That's carried. Thank you.
You need to go and look at it.
Lynette, you're up for the next one.